Blackbird, blackbird, don't sing to me.
Oh my God, Lena sings that so beautifully.
She really does. We gotta talk about Finland. Are you ready? Let's do this! Love, longing, loss. These are the themes that go on center stage in Finland's Eurovision 2017 song Blackbird from Norma John, who are, of course, not named Norma or John, but Lena and Lessa. Honey, 2 S's. I've got to say, I love this. At UMK, the staging was so beautiful, so atmospheric. This is how you create atmosphere. All of the smoke. They made that stage look enormous, like a football field filled with smoke, and she stood there, all drama, all eyes, all voice, while he tickled the ivories. Black piano, black dress, black bird. This creates mood,
atmosphere, drama,
perhaps better
poetry.
than any other song. The simplicity, because most songs, if it's just a woman standing in some smoke, you'd be like WTF, but when she does it this way with that arrangement, it just works, giving me goosebumps. For me, the studio cut doesn't work as well.
But you were in Helsinki.
Yeah, and that's what transformed it. Seeing them live, because, you know, they've gotten a lot of shade actually on this promo tour because people are saying, oh, this is not good live. Well, obviously this song does not work in a gay bar. You know what I'm saying? This is not the kind of song you perform in a bar with a bunch of sweaty people dancing. You need, I don't know, the atmosphere, the silence that you got at the UMK, and which they will get at Eurovision on that massive stage with the, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like a song with this magic, you cannot sing in Café de Paris and expect to have the same response as you will on television, because the angles, they've thought this through for television, and Eurovision is a television song contest.
Yeah, and also there are pauses within the song where it just kind of lends itself to more visual drama. I have to say, I shared a vehicle with Lasse. He was sitting next to me on a bus ride, and they're so lovely. They invited me to share an umbrella when his son was 2 out in Israel. I'm name dropping a bit, but they are lovely people. And the reason I bring up that bus ride was because when I met him, I just had to tell him in the recent wake of terrorist attacks in London, Blackbird means something completely different to me now. I can really connect and I can really relate to the song, and it touches me in such a deep, profound way. It's the kind of song that is important to have at Eurovision, is the bottom line here.
Yes.
And a bit like you as well. Initially, you know, I had my favorite arrows and
based on the studio cut
and stuff based on the studio cut, and at UMK and further on, and even more now to date, it holds a really strong message. Even, you know, with the whole thing about Russia pulling out or being booted out or not participating, celebrating diversity, and that the juxtaposition of the slogan and what's actually happening, Blackbird is really holding a really strong message.
Yeah, and you know, it's a very mature way to look at it, because a lot of times people say, oh, you're a hypocrite, you changed your score, you're not a hypocrite. Well, no. Being mature and evaluating something is taking in the circumstances surrounding it and saying, no, I'm not going to hold a dogmatic line just because at that point I felt that way. It's saying new circumstances, new settings, new meaning, new feeling, recognizing that, responding to that, and having the bravery to say that is courage, that is maturity. You slay.
And also being transparent about our markers. So we evaluated these songs on March the 27th, and even though we're filming much later on today, our scores are locked in.
Our accounting firm Ernst & Young requires that they're in at a certain time for fairness, evaluation, and also so that we have, you know, the time, the practical issues to get this video ready.
So my score is a 5.5. It's certainly not
Oh my God.
It's certainly not reflected in what it is today. It would be a lot higher if I had to rescore it. But as of March 27th, 5.5. And of course, the London attacks happened after that. And, you know, life is evolving. Things are shaping.
Every day, every
new
moment.
dynamics. And then meeting them as well. You know, these are not pop puppets.
No.
They have a message. They have a vision. And This is remarkable, actually.
They're much more art. There's a lot of artistry here. They're not the typical Eurovision performers or contestants, and there's a sensitivity, there's a strength, there's a quiet power to Lena. She's a little shy, but there's a quiet power. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something, and I'm really looking forward to this. I actually talked to the head of delegation because we were both on the jury in Norway, and she gave me some hints about the staging. It's going to be similar, but I think you'll like.
And can I also just point out that Blackbird was also a celebration of their friendship, because it marked the 20th anniversary of both Lasse and Lena.
They look good, because they must have known when they were 5 years old, because
being best of friends. So this is a project that they pour their heart and soul into, and it is rebirth.
My score on March 27th was a 7.5, which is quite high, actually, because anything above a 7 is like, whoa. I think it's very telling that producers put this late in the first half. They were drawn in the first half, but this goes towards the end, doesn't it? I think
it's a good segue.
Yeah, it's good. I think this will stand out, even though it's got Albania, it's got Georgia, it's got Portugal after it, it's got all these ballads near it. It's going to stand out. And again, the staging elevates this in ways that is just magical and touching. It silences you. It silences you. And for a song to do that, whoa.
I must admit, though, it'll be interesting to hear what our colleagues, other Wiwi bloggers, score this, because the reception, certainly in Israel, wasn't particularly positive, and in London it certainly wasn't.
Yeah, but again, it's the setting. It's the setting, and this song should not be sung in a club. It just shouldn't.
In a gay bar.
No, it shouldn't, honestly. People around me were like drunk, they were drinking, they were cruising. They were happening in a straight bar too. I don't mean to sexualize it. I'm just saying, this song is not for that environment. In any event, there are, of course, 38 Wiwi bloggers all over the world, on the Wiwi Jury, that is. There are more of them on the blog. And they
including a Finnish Wiwi blogger, Sami Lukela.
Hey, Sami Lukela. Kiitos ubiasta shosta. But look, this is the average score from all of those people. Okay, just below a 7.5. So actually, this is a very good score. This is a very good score.
Yeah. And I'm glad that actually they've drawn positivity from that.
And I think the score would have been higher. We've had this string of terror attacks, not just in London, but elsewhere, things blowing up all over the place.
All the time.
It's just increasingly awful. But yeah, this song in that context really is powerful. And I think this score, if we were to redo the Wiwi Jury based on live performances, what we see in Kyiv, this is going to go up. I think this is going to the final. I think this is a dark horse. It's called Blackbird, and it is a dark horse.
It was a dark horse at UMK. I mean, nobody really spoke about it.
I tell this story all the time, but I was on the jury, and the jury in the room were talking during the performances. Everyone stopped talking when this came on. People went silent. People went silent.
I'd love to have been there.
It was the weirdest thing, because certain songs change the mood in a room. When you're at a party or something, and the mood instantly changed, and it was clear to me at that point this was going to be a dark horse for you.
Oh, God. I mean, like, even when you talk to them, Lasse, they're such friendly people. Yeah. You feel like you've learned something. It's not just the ordinary conversation. You take something from that conversation.
Finnish meditative realness.
Yeah.
In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Does this blackbird soar, or would you rather see a sparrow? Let us know here on Wiwi Blogs.
And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. We have a new app, actually. Wiwi Blogs app, designed by Bpost.
Available on iOS and Android.
And we're on Instagram, Pinterest.
And how much does it cost, the app?
It's absolutely free.
Zero honey. We'll see you later. Bye.